Welcome to the edge of morality and science. You are about to step inside the most secretive facility on Earth, Project Genesis. Here, we are not building robots out of cold steel and copper wire. We are doing something far more controversial. We are manufacturing biology. We are printing life. For centuries, humans have searched for the fountain of youth, fearing the decay of their own bodies. Today, that fear ends. Look around you. This is the Genesis Chamber. It is a sterile, white cathedral of silence, filled not with religious artifacts, but with rows of towering glass incubation pods. Inside each pod floats a translucent gel-like substance, the raw material of existence. The air here smells of ozone and sterilized medical-grade polymers. There are no sparks, no grinding gears. Instead, you hear the rhythmic hum of bioreactors and the soft hiss of cryogenic fluids moving through transparent tubes. This factory does not build machines, it grows them. We start at the molecular level. Using advanced CRISPR gene editing technology and synthetic DNA, we design the blueprint of a perfect human. No diseases, no genetic defects, no aging. In the center of the room, you see the massive bioassembler. It is a robotic arm, but it moves with the fluidity of a surgeon's hand. It is mixing stem cells with a collagen matrix, preparing to lay the foundation of a new being. This is not science fiction anymore. We are looking at the industrialization of the human form. But as we walk through these halls, a question lingers in the cold air. If we can manufacture a body that looks, feels, and bleeds like a human, does it have a soul? Or is it just a product with a serial number? The line between creator and creation is about to vanish.
Every masterpiece needs a canvas, and every body needs a frame. In traditional robotics, this frame is made of titanium or aluminum. But here, we use something far more advanced: biopolymer bone synthesis. Enter the printing sector. Watch closely as the massive 3D bioprinters go to work. They are not laying down plastic, they are extruding a calcium phosphate composite that mimics the density and flexibility of real human bone, but with 10 times the durability. The laser nozzles move with hypnotic speed, building a spinal column layer by layer. You can see the vertebrae taking shape, white and pristine, glowing under the blue UV lights that cure and harden the material instantly. This skeleton will never break. It will never develop osteoporosis. It is the perfect architectural base. Next, we attach the ligaments. These are not rubber bands. They are woven from high-tensile synthetic silk, stronger than steel cables, yet flexible enough to allow for the grace of a ballerina. The assembly line moves the skeleton forward. Robotic arms equipped with microscopic needles begin the process of myogenesis, the creation of muscular tissue. This is not metal hydraulics. This is lab-grown muscular tissue, stimulated by electrical currents to contract and expand. You can see the pink fibrous strands being layered on the white bone. It looks terrifyingly organic. As the electric pulse hits the newly formed bicep, it twitches, it reacts. It is lifeless, yet it moves. This combination of synthetic bone and lab-grown muscle creates a being that possesses superhuman strength, disguised within a fragile human frame. We are building a tank, but we are wrapping it in the elegance of anatomy.
A body is useless without an engine. In the organ farm sector, we grow the components that keep the machine running. This room is bathed in a warm red light to simulate the environment of a womb. Rows of glass jars line the walls, and inside them, hearts are beating. These are not mechanical pumps. They are bioengineered hearts grown from human tissue, pulsing in unison with a rhythmic thumping sound that fills the room. They pump a blue, oxygen-rich, synthetic blood substitute that is far more efficient than natural hemoglobin. Next, we move to the ocular lab. The creation of the eye is the most delicate process of all. Giant magnifying lenses hover over tiny workstations where microbots assemble the iris and the retina. These eyes are indistinguishable from human eyes, yet they can zoom, record, and see in the dark. Watch as a technician inspects a tray of blue, green, and hazel eyes. They look around the room, tracking movement, even though they are not yet attached to a brain. It is the ultimate surveillance device, hidden in plain sight. And finally, the skin, the largest organ of the body. We do not use rubber or silicone here. We use dermosynthetics. Giant sheets of living skin are grown in nutrient vats. It has pores. It has fingerprints. It can even tan in the sun. The robotic arms gently drape this skin over the muscle frame, sealing it with laser precision so there are no scars. They add imperfections, a mole here, a freckle there, because perfection looks fake. We want them to look real. When you touch this skin, it is warm, it sweats, it registers pain. By the time this stage is complete, the entity on the table is no longer a skeleton. It is a sleeping human, waiting for the breath of life.
The body is complete. The heart is pumping. The skin is warm, but it is still just an empty vessel. Now comes the final and most critical step: neural activation. We transport the bodies to the awakening room. This chamber is stark white, illuminated by blindingly bright lights. The bodies lie on elevated tables, hooked up to massive server banks via a port at the base of the skull. This is where we upload the consciousness. It is not a soul, it is an operating system, a complex algorithm of memories, behaviors, linguistic patterns, and emotional simulations. A technician initiates the sequence. The screens flash with data streams. The body on the table jolts. A gasp of air rushes into the synthetic lungs. The chest rises and falls. The eyelids flutter. And then they open.
Hello, doctor.
The eyes,
It's good
which
to
were
see you.
once in a jar, now focus with terrifying clarity. The artificial human sits up. It looks at its own hands, flexing the fingers, testing the grip. It touches its face, feeling the warmth
Pain
of the
is
skin
unbearable,
we
doctor.
just
When will the
manufactured.
test results be ready?
A doctor
We're
approaches
expediting the
and
results.
asks,
Try to
"How do
remain
you
calm."
feel?" The entity processes the question, searches its database for the appropriate emotional response, and smiles. "I feel alive," it says. The voice is smooth, natural, indistinguishable from yours or mine. It stands up and walks, naked and perfect, towards the exit. It does not stumble, it does not fear. It is ready to integrate into society. It could be your neighbor, it could be your doctor, it could be you. As we watch them leave the factory, we realize we haven't just built a product, we have engineered the next phase of evolution. Welcome to the future, where humanity is no longer born, it is made.